afternoon didn't get a whole lot better there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Play clock winding down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Miller. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Shift together here from the D-line. This is Lewis. And some space here. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Barkevious Mingo in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player of the year.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Texans scoop it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete. Devontae Parker is the intended receiver. And it's second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Their big tight end. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. The Houston defense we watch as they get set to go. Forced the fumble last time. Up on the scoreboard. Things going their way.
Things are rocking easy now, and they feel good about themselves, confident, taking the ball away in the last possession. They're going to try and do it again.
So let me ask you, can you be playing free and that can be good, or it can also become bad, right?
I like the way you put it. You're exactly right. It can work both ways. Sometimes you get too loose and give up big plays and not handle your responsibilities. But oftentimes when you're playing free and easy and locked in, as they are today, you see the end result.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And it's fielded at the 34. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Garoppolo. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Going deep here for Parker. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they're going to speed things up here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Miller, the lone setback. On play action, they'll throw. Deep drop. He's going to fire one, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Tannehill now to throw.
Holding defense.
And you as a former defender should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holding.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys. But in this case, they were strict with the rule.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And Cameron has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2nd down, just 1 yard to go. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So you heard the word. This is a neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defender wanted to try and get back after he had jumped, unable to do so.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Holding defense.
That's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. Tannehill on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, Alec Ogletree in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, here's Tannehill. This one caught left side by Cooper. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third and long, it's Tannehill. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel, no one's going to be with them.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. That one looks like he'll throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Now let's go.
Garoppolo. It's complete to Fuller. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And out come the Dolphins now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Got his left. Got three down. Hey, wide 20. Wide 20.
Here's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, here's DeAndre White. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Miller, the lone setback. Garoppolo now. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds Hopkins complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Their big-bodied receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans add on. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is now an even 30. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. And this looks to probably be the final play. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Wide 20. Wide 20.
One last throw here for Tannehill. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.